Ai, voltei e aí a gente abre o jogo de novo porque ele crashou. Vamos ver aonde que ele salvou. Podia ter salvo depois de toda a falação. Será que salvou depois de toda a falação? Ai, olha onde que esse trem voltou, velho. Eu vou ter que enfrentar ele de novo, é isso? Ai. A gente já desce com você, porque vai ser requisitado daqui a pouco. Ah, ele morreu. Ai, sempre sobra aquele moço ali, né? É, a gente não mata ele agora. Pode me matar, querido. Obrigada. Ai, eu não acredito que o jogo crashou, velho. Eu tô muito bolada. Ai, eu preciso de mais uma cura pra ele. Não, não era isso que eu queria não, porra. Isso. E aí, gótico, boa noite, como estamos? Ai, não deu. Vai mandar em minha pedra. Morri? Not yet. A gente vai ficar nessa putaria aqui, é isso. Vai ficar nessa putaria aqui, beleza?
How delightful!
Yes, ele morreu. Ai, gótico, sinto muito. Ficar sem internet é triste mesmo. Olha, mudaram os loots dele. Vamos lá. A gente vai chegar fora para poder pegar isso ali. Isso aqui.
It's over here. We've surely missed the signal. Let's light it quickly before it's too late.
Cadê? Aqui.
Of course.
A gente vai pular essas cinemáticas. Eu não tanco de novo, não. Pode pular também. O que aconteceu com as proles?
You were injured and then Mother rescued you. Do you know the man who was to respond? Those he abandoned were massacred.
Tá bom.
He is outside by the fire.
Viu? Não, eu quero um arco. Não tem outro arco aqui, né? Caguei. Ali eu não consigo abrir.
Sire.
You're alive. Oh, this doesn't seem...
Do not...
I didn't...
Names are...
The...
And what does that mean? I know a bit of magic, and it has served you both well, as... Now,
The archdemon.
A gente precisa encontrá-lo, blá, blá, blá.
I don't know. Duncan said that the... I know him. He's a good man. So can we do this?
Vambora.
Go to Redcliffe and...
So you are set then, ready to be great.
The stew is bubbling.
The grey... So, you heard me, girl. The last time I looked, you had ears. Her magic... You have been itching to get out of the wilds for years.
Muito bem.
If you...
Point...
Mother.
You must... They... And you, wardens. Do you
Sim,
Or if
vambora.
you prefer, I shall simply be your silent guide.
Não, prefiro que você fale.
Well...
I just... Do you really want to take her along because...
I am so pleased to have your approval. I may have answers.
Ah, o que você tem? Você é realmente filha da Flemeth?
'Twas she who raised me, and thus I consider her my mother, born from her womb or not. 'Tis what you meant, yes?
É. Vocês estão imaginando a idade dela? Difícil imaginá-la.
Young, married, pregnant. Who said she was
Não,
any
você
of
é
these
mãe
things?
mesmo.
I certainly did not.
Você nunca saiu dos ermos?
From time to time, I have been to the village I mentioned, watched its people, and pondered what curious beings they are. On occasion, I purchased goods from the village merchants. There I spoke with men a little. There they stared and knew me as an outsider. Mother wishes for me to expand the horizon of my experience beyond the wilds. Even she was not born here.
E é isso que você quer?
What I want is to see mountains.
Bebam água,
I wish to
crianças.
witness the ocean and step into its waters. I want to experience a city rather than see it in my mind. So, yes, this is what I want. Actually, leaving is harder than I thought, however. Perhaps Mother is right. It must simply be done quickly.
Conte-me sobre o vilarejo no
It is a
norte.
small place of little consequence called Lothering. No more than a stop along your imperial highway where travellers purchase goods from local farms and smiths. I would go more often were it not for the town's chantry. It makes the village particularly intolerant and unpleasant for a stranger such as me.
A chantry? And they never in all this time thought that maybe you were a witch?
Of course they have. They even called out their Templars once. They found nothing.
Ué, tem razão. Faremos a Lothar, então.
I mention it for its tavern, where travellers gather with news from other places. 'Tis small enough that our appearance might go unnoticed. Beyond that, 'tis close, and I know the way.
Ok. Como que a gente vai passar pelas proles da Terra?
The real question
terra
is
é
how we are
ótimo.
going
Da
to get
treva.
your
Das
friend
treva.
past the Darkspawn, is it not?
That's true. We can sense the Darkspawn. Conversely, they can sense us.
Não sinto nenhuma prole da treva.
You
das
won't
trevas.
right away. No. It takes time. We should be able to sneak past smaller groups, but larger ones, or particularly intelligent Darkspawn, will always detect us.
Mother has given me something else for them to smell instead as we pass by. 'Tis important we head out of the wilds, however, not farther in.
Sei. As proles das trevas estão acampadas mais adiante nas florestas.
They come from underground, like an eruption. They broke through deep within the forest, and that is where they will be most concentrated.
Que habilidades você tem?
I know a few spells, though I am nowhere near as powerful as Mother. I have also studied history and your Grey Warden treaties.
Can you cook?
Esse.
I can cook, yes.
Não se importe com ele, você não tem que cozinhar, então você pode substituir a mistério, excelente. Não.
You missed your chance. Now it's charred rabbit from here on out.
Farewell, Mother. Do not forget the stew on the fire. I would hate to return.
Tá, esse daí a gente já tinha visto. Beleza, aí agora a gente salva isso daqui. Não lembro onde que a gente tinha colocado esse. Ah, lembrei aqui. E agora você. Tá ótimo. E agora a gente vem aqui e salva pra não voltar pra aquele lugar de novo. E aí a gente vai pra onde? Pra cá mesmo? Pra lá dá pra ir?
Just to be safe.
Dá, só não tem o que fazer, né? Mas dá. Eu tinha que ter dado uns... Eu tinha que ter dado uns passos pra frente pra poder rolar o treco de save, né, velho? Que eu não tinha feito isso. Reunir sua equipe e se aventurar adiante, sim. Que isso? Não entendi. Ué. É que não tinha que estar aparecendo alguma coisa? Tá bom, obrigada. Olha lá, velho, não mostra nada. Vamos carregar o jogo. Ah, agora deu. É só pra ali que eu posso ir. A gente achou uma batalha no meio do caminho, é isso? Denering.
And I expect each of you to supply these men. We must rebuild what was lost at Ostagar, and quickly. There are those who would take advantage of our weakened state if we let them. We must defeat this Darkspawn incursion, but we must do so sensibly and without hesitation.
Your Lordship, if I might speak. You have declared yourself Queen Honora's regent, and claim we must unite under your banner for our own good. But what of the army lost at Ostagar? Your withdrawal was most fortuitous.
Então.
Everything I have done has been to secure Ferelden's independence.
Mentira.
I have not shirked my duty to the throne, and neither will any of you.
The Banon will not bow to you simply because you demand it.
Understand this. I will brook no threat to this nation from you or anyone.
Esse moço, ele vai aparecer morto, é isso?
Van Tegan, please!
Your Majesty, your father risks civil war. If Eamon were here...
Van Tegan, my father is doing what is best.
Did he also do what was best for your husband, your Majesty?
Nossa, que facada no coração que ela levou ele agora. Errado ele não tá. Ó, já tô vendo a plantinha brilhando ali pra eu catar, hein? Mas a cinemática não tá com cara de que tá querendo deixar, não. Toquinho. É o toque que eu ajudei. Putz.
It's your time to shine! So as you will learn to fear me. Away with you!
Uai, tô gostando de como que tá isso aqui. Achei que a gente ia apanhar mais.
Oh my!
Let's make this quick!
O toque. Ele abandonava alegremente e ofega. Aquelas flores das trevas não machucaram você, garoto. Machucaram. Odeio cachorros, vão embora, que horror. Acariciar o cão.
I think he was out there looking for you. He's chosen you. Mabari are like that. They call it imprinting.
Does this mean we're going to have this mangy beast following us about now? Wonderful.
Ou você respeita
He's
meu
not
doguinho, amiga.
mangy.
Sempre que ser um cachorro como esse, talvez era pra ser, mas eu não quero um cachorro, quero sim. Se você gosta dele, você pode ficar com ele, né, meu? Ele pode vir, mas é melhor ele se fazer de útil. Não, era pra ser meu. Ih, dogão. O tamanho do cachorro. Qual vai ser o nome do dogão? Bitu. Bitu era um cachorro. Um cachorro desse tamanho chamado de Bitu. Ai, vai chamar dogão, caguei. Ainda mais que Bitu era um doguinho rebaixado. Esse dali de Bitu ia ser muito bom. Dogão. Ai, meu Deus. Você viu alguma coisa interessante? O dogão parece não ter encontrado nada. Ai, eu posso mandar ele buscar coisa, que louco. Aí o dog fica na PT. Eu vou poder ficar curando o dog. Eu posso ser o dog!
Wake up, gentlemen! More travelers to
Oh, eu não
attend
peguei
to.
aquela
Led by
plantinha
an
que tava
elf,
brilhando no
of all
início, né?
things.
Esqueci.
They don't look much like them others, you know. Maybe we should just let these ones pass.
Nonsense. Greetings, travelers!
Highwaymen, preying on those fleeing the Darkspawn, I suppose.
They are fools to get in our way. I say, teach them a lesson.
Now, is
I
that
see.
any way to greet someone? A simple 10 silvers and you're free to move on.
Então, vocês são coletores de taxas?
Indeed, for the upkeep of the Imperial Highway. It's a bit of a mess, isn't it?
Aham. Eu não acho que vocês estão arrumando a estrada, não.
Not much gets past you, I see.
It's not really a toll We're just robbing you, see?
You
Ajuda.
shut up. Even a genlock would have understood that.
Não vou pagar.
Well, I can't say I'm pleased to hear that. We have rules, you know.
Right. We get to ransack your corpse then. Those are the rules.
Entendi. Tecnicamente eu queria quebrar a cara deles, porque pra eles não encherem o saco de quem mais quiser passar por aqui, mas isso não garante nada. Vocês podem tentar, caguei.
Well, this is going nowhere. Let's finish this, gents.
E aí, Sushi, boa noite, como estamos? Ô, gente, agora que eu vi que eu sou cachorro. Não, calma, eu gosto de ser cachorro, mas não é assim não. Ah, é, eu tenho que cuidar meu cachorro.
All right, we surrender. We're just trying to get by before the dog spawn get us all.
Aham, entendi.
Yes, I'm a criminal. I admit it. I apologize.
Agora você morre, isso é tudo que você merece. Quero que algumas respostas sejam esclarecidas. Estou lhe entregando às autoridades. Se você seguir as minhas ordens, poderia utilizar alguns soldados. Entregue tudo que vocês roubaram. Comece a correr e não volte. Estou lhe entregando às autoridades.
There aren't any. Just the Templars, and they'll execute me.
Eu quero algumas respostas
Well,
esclarecidas.
what could I tell you? We aren't even from these parts.
Moço, você é muito inútil, velho. O que você tem feito exatamente?
Well, watching for folks fleeing from the south. Chasing from the wilds and farmholders, mostly. There aren't soldiers here anymore, so we help ourselves. Try not to hurt anyone too much.
Tentou não machucar ninguém muito é foda. Sushi, muito obrigada pelos seus meses de resub. Seja muito, muito, muito bem-vindo de volta. Exclamação bolinha, escolha a cor da vez, do mês e nós. Muito obrigada. O que tá acontecendo? Falando sobre o evento de batalha.
It's packed full. The band took his men north with Ter and Loghain, so there's no one looking out for it except a few Templars at the Chantry. Well, I was just trying to feed my family, you know?
Você ouviu falar de algum sobrevivente de batalha?
Couple, maybe. A group of wounded ash warriors came by earlier. Got right out of their way.
Que notícia você ouviu?
Everyone's saying how the Grey Wardens betrayed the king during the Darkspawn fight. Got him and themselves killed. Tern Loghain pulled out just in time. First thing he's doing as regent is putting a bounty on Grey Wardens.
Claro que vai.
Well, then let me go!
Se seguirá minhas ordens, eu poderia utilizar alguns soldados.
What, are you joking, right? I could never be a soldier.
Vermelho, tamanho normal ou pequeno? Entregue tudo que vocês roubaram. Eu não tenho espaço na bag. Então corre e não volta.
Bless you! The Darkspawn can have this place.
That shit has been bashed in 5e.
Vamos ver de qual é que é aqui desses bilhetes. Documentos prometem ajuda de tempo de flagelo. Carregam o que parece ser brasões de reis. A bolinha caiu. Tá, e esse daqui? Está escrito por Sir Henrik, um cavaleiro penhasco vermelho. Ah, eu queria ler, mas eu não consigo. Saco de cinzas. Sushi, queridão, sua bolinha tá aqui, ó. Bem piquititinha. Daqui a algumas horas ela vai estar hidratada e maiorzinha. Muito obrigada pelo seu resub. É nóis.
Of course.
O que é isso aqui?
Yeah, so as
Vamos
soon as
desligar
you
isso
start
aqui
going
primeiro,
down the
isso.
cliff, like,
Ah,
ready
pera, só
to
tinha
go
aberto um, eu
down,
quero abrir o
I'm
outro.
just not gonna
Era esse
go with
daqui
you.
e esse ali.
Let me do it and start going down, not realizing we have someone who can fly.
Well, there it is. Lothering. Pretty as a painting.
Ah, so you have finally decided to rejoin us, have you? Falling on your blade in grief seemed like too much trouble, I take it.
Is my being upset so hard to understand? Have you never lost someone important to you? Just what would you do if your mother died?
Before or after I stopped laughing.
Right, very creepy. Forget I asked.
Or can you jump?
Vou tirar da box.
Anyway, I thought we should talk about where we intend to go first.
Devemos tentar usar esses tratados, presumo.
I agree. Have you looked at them?
Não.
There are three main groups that we have treaties for. The Dalish Elves, the Dwarves of Orzammar, and the Circle of Magi. I also still think that Arliman is our best bet for help. We might even want to go to him first.
Então nós precisamos encontrar
I
as
can
pessoas.
give you directions if you like.
Quero. Onde nós encontramos o Earl?
He'll be at Castle Redcliffe,
Earl-
in the far
Earl-
western
sei lá.
part of Ferelden, next to the mountain passes. If he isn't there, someone will be able to tell us where he is.
Tá, e os
If we head
Valelfos?
eastward, towards the Brazilian forest, we should hear word of one of the clans that wanders that area. Hopefully, they will still be there.
Ah, e os anões?
We would need to speak to their king in Orzammar. That means heading west into the Frostback Mountains, which won't be easy.
E o Círculo dos Magos?
Technically, the Circle of Magi is independent. We don't know that the Chantry won't support us, of course.
You truly believe that?
If we speak to the first Enchanter, he should see that his responsibility to the Grey Wardens supersedes anything the Chantry or even
KKK.
Tanlo Gain might have to say about it.
Beleza, viu? Vai crendo. Ah, e o Logan?
If he isn't out in the
Logan.
field with his army, he's probably going to be at the palace in Denerim. We can go to Denerim, but somehow I suspect that they're not going to let us just walk around. Only a suspicion, of course.
Yeah.
Beleza.
Then you have a plan.
Alguma forma de contatar os Guardiões Cinzentos?
Short of leaving Ferelden to seek them out, the only place to send word to would be Weishaupt Fortress. And that's thousands of miles away.
Por que você tá me deixando decidir isso?
Well, I don't know where we should go. I'll do whatever you decide.
Now that is unsurprising.
Arliman is a good man, but I don't know for sure he's where we should go. I'm not going to fight about it.
Go after your enemy directly. Find this man Logain and kill him. The rest of this business with the treaties can then be done in safety.
Yes, he certainly wouldn't see that coming, and it's not like he has the advantage of an army and experience and...
I was asked for my opinion and I gave it. If your wish is to come up with reasons why something cannot be done, we will stand here until the Darkspawn are upon us.
Justo. Bora.
Fair enough. Let's head into the village whenever you're ready.
We have a rope bridge.
Ah, aprovação de equipe. Tá. A galinha. Altas galinhas.
So let's talk about your mother for a moment.
I'd
Aqui não tem vendedor, não, pelo amor. Não é possível. Claro que é
rather
possível.
talk about your mother.
Well, there's nothing to talk about.
Só
And
nada.
besides, isn't your
Yeah.
mother a scary witch who lives in the middle of a forest? Much more interesting.
To you, perhaps. You would find the moss growing upon a stone interesting.
You know what's more interesting than that? Apostates, mages outside of the tower. That's illegal.
Yeah.
You did not read that in a book somewhere, did you? I hope the small letters did not...
You there. If you're looking for safe shelter, I'll warn you. There's none to be found.
Tá bom, obrigada.
It's just a guess, but I'm thinking everyone in Lothering is aware of the approaching Darkspawn horde.
I have the right to charge what I wish.
You profit from their misfortune. I should have the Templars give away everything in your carts.
You wouldn't dare. Any of you step too close to my goods and I'll...
It's so nice to see everyone working together in a crisis. Warms the heart.
Oh, you there. You look able. Would you care to make a tiny profit helping a beleaguered businessman?
Que?
Didn't I mention profit?
He is charging outlandish prices for things people desperately need. Their blood is filling his pockets.
'Tis only survival of the fittest. All of these cretins would do the same in his shoes, given the chance.
I have limited supplies. The people decide what those supplies are worth to them.
You bought most of your wares from these very people last week. Now they flee for their lives, and you want to talk business?
Look, stranger, I've 100 silvers if you drive this rabble off, starting with that priest. I'm an honest merchant, nothing more.
Porra nenhuma, não tô interessada.
Well, I won't stand for thievery, especially not at the demand of some shrewish priest.
Then go, and may you get all you deserve.
I hope the Darkspawn choke on your cheap hides. Ah!
I suppose it couldn't be helped. Maker, help us all.
Tá, tinham coisas melhores pra eu ter escolhido ali.
Ah, the chantry board.
Well, all right.
Bandidos, bandidos por toda parte. Tá.
Yes, let us run errands for the betterment of mankind as well as a few coppers.
Of course.
Where are you?
Well, all right.
Claro que tem uma criança perdida.
Have you seen my mother?
Isso depende de quem é sua mãe.
She's really tall, and she has red hair. We live on a big farmhold, all of us. Some mean men with swords came, and Mother told me to run to the village as fast as I could, so I did. She said she'd be right behind me, but I've been waiting and waiting, and I can't see her.
Vixe. Você sabe onde seu pai tá?
He went with William to the neighbours yesterday, but he didn't come back.
Venha comigo, eu ajudarei a procurar a sua mãe.
Mother said I wasn't to go with anyone. I'm supposed to wait for her here, in the village.
Então vá para a capela que alguém vai cuidar de você. Aqui, pega esse prato pra comer. Vai para a capela.
I will, but only if I don't find Mother first. So, are you really an elf?
Sim, que pergunta?
Father says elves aren't very nice, but you're nicer than everybody here. Thank you for helping me.
Qual cuzão que fica jogando os elfos só por ser elfo, cara? Me deixa, porra. Dá um toquinho.
And so I shall.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Oh.
Eu quero algo pra colocar no lugar daquilo ali. Obrigada.
Do I want to do that? Heck yes, I want.
Mulher roubada, homem roubado.
Greetings to you, milady. If it isn't too much to ask, might you be able to spare some bread? I thought it would be safer in Lothering. The Terran would bring his soldiers here, but bandits attacked us and took everything. Our food, our clothes, my daughter's pet lamb. Nobody cares about a few elves like us. Surely you understand.
Encontrei aqueles bandidos que estão voltando agora. Encontrei aqueles bandidos, eu os afugentei.
That's wonderful news. Perhaps our belongings are still there.
I can't thank you enough, friend. Even if we don't get everything back, it's good to know others will be safe.
I brought my family to Lothering because I thought it would be safe.
Move on if you can. Lothering's lost.
que quer dizer com
We've had
isso?
refugees streaming from the south for the last 2 days. The Chantry and Tavern are full to bursting. There simply isn't enough food to go around, and we Templars can barely keep order. You'll be better off elsewhere, my friend.
Não sei se estão me impedindo de
Just
entrar.
warning you, things may not be as hospitable as you would expect. People are frightened.
Alguém tá
The band
falando
has marched
aqui?
north with Tern Logain, so Lothering's on its own.
Ah, Polly, sério que você tá
Most
fazendo
folks
pipi
look to
aqui?
Elder Miriam. Otherwise, you could speak to Sir Bryant in the
Cachorro velho,
Chantry,
foda.
I suppose. It's up to you.
Nem prestei atenção no que ele falou ali, que it's up to me, não, mas... Eu queria vender coisas.
Just how smart are Mabari supposed to be, anyway? Do you think they understand everything we say?
Ele respondeu.
Is that...
Hello, stranger. I don't suppose you know anyone that can make traps.
Armadilhas? Pra que você precisa de armadilhas?
Old man Barlin said that Darkspawn may be coming soon. He's got traps on his farm. I figured I'd put a few on my lands. Barlin wants to poison his traps. I just want normal traps. He doesn't have any poison yet, thank the Maker. So his fields are just full of traps. He can be a bit eccentric.
Eu não sei fazer armadilhas, mas por que você não compra um pouco?
None to be had. Barlin has all the traps in the village in his fields.
Não sei fazer
I didn't mean
armadilhas.
to bother you. Sorry.
Eu teria que aprender a fazer armadilhas, então.
As you desire.
You got a bed for the night. You taken care of.
O que tá acontecendo?
Ever since good King Kalen passed, refugees and soldiers have been passing through. I'm the elder here, and I've my hands full making sure refugees don't turn to petty theft, or worse. Sir Bryant at the Chantry is seeing to matters of defence and such. He'd have more of an ear for your type.
Okay.
Too much to do, and not enough time. I don't suppose you know anything of tonics, medicines, or herbs.
Eu sei pouco sobre herbalismo.
Then you may be able to do us a lot of good. All manner of travellers come through, many injured or sick. We do our best, but we're out of supplies. There's medicinal herbs in the woods to the north. If you make a few poultices, I'll scrape together some sort of payment. I'll write all you need to know in this note here.
Obrigada.
Whispers. So everyone can talk to everyone for 7 hours. No, D6 or D6 plus 1, no, 6 hours.
Aqui. Eu tenho várias raiz do elfo, e aí?
Have any luck finding herbs in the woods?
Eu não precisava delas, aqui estão.
This will help many people. You're a good sort, you know. Thanks for the poultices. They may save some lives.
How dare you accuse me of thievery? I saw you take the supplies from my car. Your grassland eyes are inept. A chastened would never stoop to petty theft. You marsh folk are all thieves and liars.
Enough! People here are already desperate and frightened. They don't need you two coming to blows.
What about my food?
I said enough!
Cara bolado.
That marshman stole from me. I know it.
You aren't one of my captors. I have nothing to say that would amuse you, elf. Leave me in peace.
I'm hiding.
Você é um prisioneiro? Quem colocou você aqui?
I'm in a cage, am I not? I've been placed here by the Chantry. I am Sten of the Beresad, the vanguard of the Kunari peoples. You mock me. Or you show manners I have not come to expect in your lands. Though it matters little now, I will die soon enough.
This is a proud and powerful creature, trapped as prey for the Darkspawn. If you cannot see a use for him, I suggest releasing him for mercy's sake alone.
Mercy? I wouldn't have expected that from you.
I would also suggest that Alistair take his place in the cage.
Yes, that's what I would have expected.
I suggest you leave me to my fate.
Yeah, so...
No doubt. What help do you seek?
Jurei defender a nação contra o
The
flagelo.
Blight.
Yes, I'm
Are you a Grey Warden, then?
Que pergunta.
My people have heard legends of the Grey Warden's strength and skill. Though I suppose not every legend is true.
A madre venerada de Soltaria.
Perhaps if you told her the Grey Wardens need my assistance, it seems as likely to bring my death as waiting here. Farewell, then.
Eaten alive by Darkspawn. That's cruel. I wonder why the revered mother's so afraid of him.
É uma belíssima pergunta mesmo, meu querido. Eu peguei o medalhão? Peguei. Tá. São esses bandidos aqui, né?
What to do?
Cross me and you shall pay!
I would like a trophy.
Ele não ficou loot. Será que esses aqui eram os bandidos? Ah, tem mais pra lá, ó.
What's this?
It's your time to die!
Oh, is that right?
Tear them apart!
Let's see.
Nice. Uma malaquita, eu quero a malaquita. O que eu vou jogar fora pra pegar uma malaquita? Aí a gente cata umas plantinhas aqui.
Well, all right.
Ali.
Someone help us! Someone help us!
Meu cachorro morreu. Tá, ele reviveu. Que arrombado. Meu inventário não pode estar cheio pra Amanda não, meu querido.
Mighty timely arrival there, my friend. I'm much obliged.
De nada.
The name's Bodon Feddick, merchant and entrepreneur. This here is my son, Sandal. Say hello, my boy.
Hello.
Road's been mighty dangerous these days. Mind if I ask what brings you out here? Perhaps we're going the same way.
Do jeito que você quer viajar com a Guardiã Cinzenta, é um pouco complicado, mas você pode vir junto. Do jeito que você quer andar com a
Grey
Guardiã Cinzenta.
Wardens? My, that does rather explain a lot. No offense, but I suspect there's more excitement on your path than my boy and I can handle. Allow me to bid you farewell and good fortune, though.
Goodbye.
Now then, let's get this mess cleaned up, shall we?
As you desire.
Yeah, it just rolls both at the same time.
We'll be off as soon as this mess is cleaned up.
Yeah,
Thank you, Carnage.
Two on the action and one's on the action. No, but
eu queria isso dali, não sei por que não, mas eu queria. Mas eu não tenho nada que eu queira jogar fora pra poder pegar isso dali. Eu queria que isso daqui funcionasse. Cadê que é estranho?
It's done. So they know where I am. Yeah, I'm staying here.
Não era runa, era aquele livrinho, não tá aqui mais não?
We'll be off as soon as this mess is cleaned up. Thank you, Carney, for all your assistance.
Tinha alguma coisa com esse Boulder ali, não tinha? Ainda resta um grupo. Não, pera. Ainda falta um grupo pra gente matar por aqui. Eu tinha que achar esse grupo de ladrões, de bandidos. Eu achei só 2.
Of course.
Ai, deixa eu ver se eu tenho coisa melhor por algum motivo, por algum acaso. monte de coisa aqui que depende de força, velho. Seria melhor. Oh, isso daqui é melhor. Defesa. E você, minha querida? Vamos ver aqui. Não, pera. Porque eu não tenho luva no meu boneco, não. O toque. Mas eu não tenho luvas que caibam em mim, pelo visto. Eu preciso de força pra poder usar a luva. Não. Ai, velho, esses negócios da cabeça são muito feios. Anéis, eu não tenho nenhum anel que interessa para ela. É, só se fosse dali mesmo.
Lovely.
Tá, pra onde estão os outros ladrões? Mais pra cima? Espero que essa daqui não seja propriedade do moço que fica colocando trefe. Esse aqui também tá fechado. A gente tem mais um grupo de bandido pra achar e deve estar pra ali. Ué, não estão.
And so I shall.
O que é isso ali? Deixa eu salvar. Tem tempo que eu não salvo.
What shall we do here?
Aranha gigante.
Wipe them out!
Tá bom. Ah, achei que aqui ia, sei lá, ser um ninho, eu ia poder entrar e tal. Pra onde que tá, então, o outro grupo de ladrão? Ali, ó.
Run while you can. Walk and you shall pay. This should be amazing.
Não, eu tô afim. Uai, vocês não vão pra lá não, é isso?
It's a fight. How lovely.
Não cabe. Mas quanto que é esse shield aqui? Não, o dele é melhor. Dogão, ele é cão de guerra, horas. Beleza, essa missão então a gente terminou. Mas eu não sei onde a gente entrega ela. Essa é pra lá. Cachorro arruma uns lugares muito what the fuck pra sentar.
The path of righteousness is full of hardship, but the Maker smiles upon its travelers.
Beleza. Beleza.
Your king is dead! There is no... The legions of evil are on your doorstep! They will feast upon our hearts! There is nowhere to run! This evil will cover the world like a plague of locusts!
Please, you're scaring the children!
Better to slit their throats now than let them suffer at darkspawn hands! There! One of their minions is already amongst us! This woman bears their evil stench! Can't you not see the vile blackness that fills her? Darkspawn will feast on our flesh! Everyone will die!
Vontade de matar esse moço.
Shall descend upon us!
If you seek refuge in the Chantry, there's simply no room left.
Ela tá fechada.
We turn none aside, but we simply don't have room for anyone to sleep.
Não quer dormir,
Priests
não.
are within if you seek to offer
Quero entrar
devotion
só.
to the Maker, however. May he protect us all.
Quem tá no
The
comando da
revered mother
capela?
runs the chantry itself,
É quase que
and
quero
Sir
falar.
Bryant heads the Templars stationed here. Were? Did you drive them off? Well, Sir Bryant will appreciate that.
Entendi. Se houve alguma coisa.
Not since Tairn Loghain passed by with his army. It's a shame about the king. But with the Darkspawn coming, few can think of anything else.
Você pode me contar alguma coisa sobre o canário
Is
preso?
he still alive? The revered mother put him there a few weeks back. He'll be dead soon enough.
Maldade.
Make her watch over you.
Vamos ver se a gente consegue falar com ela pra ver se libera o canário lá pra poder andar com a gente.
There's word of Darkspawn stragglers, but no sign of the main horde. We are the only hope of protection this village has now, and I will not abandon. That is all.
Who?
May the Maker have
I
mercy
beg your
on us.
pardon. I did not see you approach.
Sir Donald? Is that you?
Alistair? By the Maker, how are you? I was certain you were dead.
Not yet. No thanks to Tairn Loghain.
If Arl Eamon were well, he'd set Loghain straight soon enough.
If he were well? What do you mean?
The Arl is stricken with an illness that threatens his life. We have found no cure, either natural or magical.
When did this happen?
Only a few weeks ago, but he has declined quickly. No one knows the nature of the illness, and even magic has done little to slow its progress. Our only hope now is a miracle. Every knight of Redcliffe has gone in search of the Urn of Sacred Ashes. Andraste's ashes are said to cure any illness, but I fear we are chasing a fable. With each day, my hope dims.
Você não devia estar fugindo das provas das trevas.
My mission takes priority, but I fear I shall be returning to Redcliffe with nothing to show for my efforts.
Estava esperando encontrar o Arl Eamon.
Why is that, if I may ask?
Nós precisamos da ajuda dele contra Tairn Loghain.
I see. The Arl is a popular man, it's true. Tairn Loghain, however, is a hero throughout Ferelden. Whatever the Tairn has done or not done, the Arl remains ill, or worse. That is my primary concern.
Faz algum sentido eu apoiar
He may be dead already. Or perhaps his luck has changed in the weeks I have been gone.
We should see what's happening in Redcliffe ourselves. I believe that now more than ever.
If nothing else, I am certain you would be welcomed at Castle Redcliffe. The Arlessa is there, and she could tell you more than I could.
Demorou. Então só busca pelas cinzas trouxe
I
você
expected
aqui.
to take advantage of the Chantry's library, in fact, but my skills are better suited to battle than chasing down tales.
Conte mais sobre a urna.
Supposedly, the urn contains the ashes of the prophetess Andraste. Surely you know all this.
Gostaria de ouvir o que você
If
descobriu.
you're truly interested, there are books here containing a great deal of lore. Nothing I have found leads me to believe that this was anything more than a quest of desperation. I intend to return to Redcliffe soon and tell the Arlessa exactly that, once Sir Henrik arrives.
Quem é Sir
My
Henrik?
fellow knight and travelling companion. He is delayed, though.
Seu amigo tá morto, eu tenho algo dele.
What? And you have his locket?
Então a
And a
medalhona
note?
dele.
Maker's mercy. Thank you for giving me these. I would never have known otherwise.
Tem uma recompensa talvez? Sinto muito sobre seu
Thank you.
amigo.
I wonder how many of us have met similar fates on this mad quest. With Henrik gone, I need to return to Redcliffe. Perhaps later I will seek out the scholar his note mentions. But I must go. Thank you again, my lady. You have been most helpful.
De nada.
Let those who cry out from the shadows come. Let those who seek redemption be delivered. Let those who have sinned
Mais baú que eu não abro.
They burned, and a god who has turned his back on them not once, but twice.
The Maker, let him hear our unwavering faith. Let him hear our righteous dedication and enduring perseverance.
And then shall the Maker return to us. And then shall the Maker return to the Black City in heaven. And then...
Will you be making a donation to the Chantry, my friend? You look like you have salvaged more of value than most who make it here.
Quem é você?
I am the revered mother of this Chantry. Traditionally, those who seek my blessing tithe first.
Qual é o dízimo aceitável?
Might I suggest 30 silver?
São 30, tá bom.
Thank you, dear woman. What can I do for you then?
Quero falar sobre o Sten, o Nari que você prendeu.
It might have been kinder to execute him, but I leave his fate to the Maker. Why does he interest you?
Posso lhe convencer de alguma forma a soltá-lo? O que ele fez?
He butchered an entire farmhold. Only one of the youngest hid long enough to survive. The child said his father had found the Canary gravely wounded and took him in. That kindness was repaid with murder. The bandsman found the Canary just standing amidst the carnage. He did not resist them.
Parece que não foi ele que matou, não, se não foi ele que resistiu. Tenho certeza que foi
He
ele.
confessed quite readily, but would give no reason for the crime. Even the seasoned knights who apprehended him were disturbed by the carnage. However docile he appears, do not be fooled. That Canary is a danger. Farewell to you then, my daughter.
E se eu falar com ele antes de falar com ela? Eu tenho mais 30 de prata pra poder arrumar pra ela. Eu tenho meu quadro bizarramente. Sem conseguir vender nada nessa caralho. Vamos ver se ele fala de qual é que é.
Do you really know what's going on here? The Blight, the Civil War? I really wonder how much of it you understand.
Qual é, velho? Você matou um monte de gente à toa?
You wish something more of me. I have been convicted of murder. Have the villagers not spoken of this?
Quem você
The
matou?
people of a farmhold. 8 humans, in addition to the children.
Isso é horrível.
I agree.
Você é culpado?
Are you asking if I feel guilt or if I'm responsible for the deed? However I feel, whatever I've done, my life is forfeit now.
Se você se sente culpado, por que você fez isso?
Either you have an enviable memory or a pitiable life to know nothing of regret.
Ok.
There is no difficulty in capturing prey that surrenders.
Ah, tá. Ele se rendeu. Por que você não
I
resistiu?
waited for several days until the knights arrived.
Por quê?
Because I wished to.
Que coisa esquisita de se fazer.
Either you have an enviable memory or a pitiable life to know nothing of regret.
Beleza que você se arrependeu de ter matado eles, mas por que você matou eles, velho?
20 days now. I shouldn't last much longer, another week at most.
Bastante tempo para viver sem comida ou algo.
Compared to your kind, maybe.
Hein, cuzão?
A penitent man left to be torn to pieces by Darkspawn. 'Tis a fine example of the Chantry's mercy, is it not?
Tá, vai. Ai, vamos ver se ela quer deixar esse cara aí sobre a minha custódia. Eu não sei se eu quero ele sobre a minha custódia, não, mas tá tudo bem. Eu posso ter mais de 4 pessoas me seguindo, porque senão também não ajuda. Ah, eu posso ir mudando aqui. Posso me tirar? A foto é muito bom.
Yeah. And yeah, I'm staying right here.
Yes? What can I do for you now?
Quero falar sobre...
A Grey Warden? Here? Oh dear. You put me in a difficult position. You must know that Tern Logain declared the Grey Wardens to be outlaws.
Foi o que eu ouvi, mas foi logo entrar o rei.
Tern Logain?
Ei, Sérgio, boa
That
noite.
is as hard for
Como
me to
estamos?
believe as his condemnation of the Wardens. There is a price on your head. Lay low, and I promise to keep your presence a secret. That is the best I can do. Now, if there is nothing else...
Você pode fornecer alguma
I cannot
ajuda?
help you without risking the safety of this village in Chantry. The best I can do is keep your presence a secret. I am sorry.
Ei,
Now,
Brilili, boa noite.
if there is nothing else...
Quero falar sobre o moço lá, que eu não sei se eu quero.
You are quite fascinated with the creature. What do you wish to know?
Posso te convencer a uma coisa
Then his
soltar?
next victims might count you and me as their murderers.
Tava pensando que você poderia soltar sobre minha custódia.
To defend against the Blight? Perhaps that is a form of atonement. But are you certain you can control him?
Não, mas a inteligência artificial do jogo provavelmente. Se eu não puder, eu matarei o problema resolvido. Eu farei o que for preciso para conseguir ajuda, até usar força. Você prefere eu poder invocar o direito de conscrição? Sei o que é isso, não, mas
I'm
vai.
not sure that would help, considering your group's current standing. But you have convinced me. Here then,
Ótimo.
take the key to the Canary's cage and take him away. I pray this is the right path for all our
Ah, e eu
sakes.
também, anjo. Espero que eu não tenha feito merda. Tá. Eu tinha que estar dando uma salvada, né? Tem um tempo que eu não salvo. A última vez que eu salvei foi porque o jogo crashou. Quase uma hora, isso já. Isso aqui é o que? As táticas? Não, mas não é isso ali que eu quero, não.
Stop looking at me, mongrel. I have nothing you want. Why do you keep staring at me so, you flea-ridden beast? Can you not tell when you are not wanted?
É o cachorro,
I
ele só quer
enjoy company
conversar,
of
porra.
creatures of the wild, not stench-ridden domesticated wolves.
Para de falar assim com o meu cachorro. Por que que você tá tite? Você saiu bem, você é um bom cachorro. Ah, ele suspira e se deita no chão pra descansar. E que fofo. E por que que tá tite? Ai, gente, ter bicho no jogo é bom demais.
You wish something more of me?
Tem a chave para abrir sua
I
jaula.
confess, I did not think the priestess would part with it.
Ela acordou em libertá-lo sob minha
So
custódia.
be it. Set me free and I will follow you against the Blight.
Como você pode nos ajudar exatamente?
I have spent my life in the vanguard. I know war, and your lands need all the help they can get.
Muito bem.
And so it is done. I will follow you into battle. In doing so, I shall find my atonement.
Não sei se é assim que funciona não, mas E se você me irritar, eu decido te matar. Obrigado, fico feliz de tê-lo conosco.
May we proceed? I am eager to be elsewhere.
Ele é nível 7. Ah, mas deixa assim mesmo, caguei. Eu consigo colocar roupa no povo que não tá comigo? Legal. Tá, a gente tem algumas missões pra fazer ali ainda, porém, a gente vai ficando por aqui com o jogo hoje, tá bom? Amanhã a gente volta com ele. Vamos salvar de novo. Isso, tá ótimo. Amanhã a gente volta às 7 com ele, beleza?